Hi everyone, my name is Dawn. Today I'm going to help you learn a bunch of slang words that we use in North America all the time. If you are currently learning English, or if you know someone who's learning English, go ahead, share this video, like and subscribe to please help support my channel. Well, let's get into it. So let's talk about slang. Slang words are words that are more commonly used by a certain demographic. And it's kind of like words that you hear all the time, but they're not technically formal words. Now, these slang words evolve all the time. The list I'm going to give you right now is kind of a mix of like older slang words, but also slang words that are used by younger generations. When you're learning slang words, I don't want you to feel like you need to start using this in your own vocabulary. If you do, amazing. Just let it come out naturally. But at least you should know what they are, because if you're talking to a native speaker and they say some of these slang words and you don't understand them, then at least having the knowledge of what it is, you'll be able to follow along with that speaker. All right, so let's start with our list. Let's go to number 1. I'm game. I'm game. If somebody says I'm game, they're saying that they are up for it. That's a phrasal verb. But if they say that they're game, it kind of means like, oh yeah, I'm up for that. Let's do that. I want to join, like count me in. So maybe somebody says, oh, we are going to go to the game this weekend. Oh yeah, I'm game. Or we're gonna go to the bar and then maybe we'll go out for some dinner. Oh yeah, I'm game. So that means yes, I want to come. I'm included, yes. Number 2, popo. So this is something that we use in Western Canada all the time, and that is referring to the police as the popo. And so if you see the police, my natural instinct would be like, oh, popo. So popo. Number 3, airhead. If somebody's an airhead, it's more of an adjective to describe somebody. An airhead is kind of somebody who you would say, oh, they're not so smart. Maybe there's a lot of air in here and not a lot of brain. So somebody who's kind of like really silly or goofy, or just like somebody who doesn't think that well. So an airhead. We all have an airhead in our lives. Number 4, bail. If you're going to bail on something, that means that you do not go. You reject the plan. You maybe said, yes, I'm going to go do this, and then you decide, no, I'm not going to. That is called bailing. So maybe we say, oh, is Peter coming to the game this weekend? Oh no, he bailed. Number 5, cram. So if you are cramming for something, that normally means that you are studying for something in a really short amount of time. When I was in university, I was always cramming all night to try to study as much as I could before my test. So cram. Dead. If you are referring to something as dead, it means that something is just like, there's not a lot happening. So maybe you go to a bar with some friends and then there's like nobody there, maybe a couple people. Then it's dead. This bar is dead. So it's kind of to refer to anything, like any space or any like place that doesn't have a lot of people, it's dead. Let's talk about those people who love to go work out and they love to show off their muscles. We have a couple of words. We have many words, but here are 2 of them: swole and jacked. So these basically kind of mean the same thing. Swole, it's more referring to like how big your muscles are. Sometimes you get a good pump, that's another one, by being at the gym, doing exercises, maybe your arms look bigger after you've done all these exercises. So that could refer to as pumped or swole. Overall, if you're like super muscular everywhere, then it's like, oh yeah, they look jacked. Number 8, the opposite of working out would be a couch potato. I know that I am more of a couch potato than a jacked person. So couch potato just means like somebody who loves to lay around in their bed, on the couch, wherever, and just relax. So if you're going to be a couch potato, then yeah, that's what you do. A lot of people refer to couch potatoes as those kinds who never leave the couch all day. They're eating at the couch, they are sleeping on the couch, reading on the couch, watching TV all day. Those are couch potatoes. Number 9, cold shoulder. So if you are given the cold shoulder, that means somebody is ignoring you. So it's kind of like a feeling of like, oh, they're ignoring me. So that is the cold shoulder. Or if you say, oh yeah, I haven't talked to that guy, like I've been giving him the cold shoulder. So meaning I have been ignoring them. Not so much ghosted, but like have been ignoring. I know some of us probably have felt like our mothers have given us the cold shoulders at some point in our lives. Number 10, trash. So when you're talking about trash, it can mean a few things. So I'll just give you one of the really common definitions. Trashed is when you destroy a place. So maybe you're at a hotel, maybe your friends have a little party, and then the room kind of gets destroyed. Like maybe the paintings are on the ground, maybe there's garbage everywhere. That means the place is trashed. Number 11, this is more of a younger generation, but flex. So when you're saying like, whoa, that's such a flex, that kind of means like, whoa, like you're showing off. Maybe your friend has a big glamorous mansion. It has everything you could want in it. It has a butler. It has like 10 cars or whatever, like something very luxurious. Like, oh yeah, that's a flex. That means like, wow, like they're really showing that they have many things. Or even like maybe you can use it really friendly with your friends. Like maybe your best friend got a brand new job. Like she's now like at the top of her corporation. Like she's doing amazing. You can say, whoa, that's such a flex. Number 12, shook. So when you are shook, it kind of means like, oof. I can't believe like this has happened. It's kind of like an emotional roller coaster. Like maybe something like kind of, it doesn't have to be so traumatic, but maybe you just hear like some really insane news and you're like, oh, I am shook. Because it kind of means like I'm in disbelief. Okay, number 13, busted. So when you say busted or you're busted, it kind of means like, oh, like you got caught, you are in trouble. You can use this in a friendly way with your friends. It can be both like negative and positive, but if you get caught by doing something, then you are busted. Okay, now 14, sus, S-U-S, sus. This is a very common one among the younger generation. I never use this, but I do know lots of people who do. And this is when something is suspicious. So if you're kind of thinking like, oh, like that's kind of weird, like, oh, like that behavior is really uncomfortable or suspicious, then oh, that's sus. But another thing you can use, which I'll use for the next one, for number 15, is shady, which is something that I would probably use more. So if something is shady, it's also suspicious. So that guy walking on the street, oh, it's a little sus, or it seems a little shady. All right, 16 is bougie. So bougie is for those who love all the fancy things, love to spend all the money at a nice dinner, nice hotels, nice vacations. That's very bougie. Or even if you want to like spend lots of money on clothes and jewelry, things that are very materialistic, then bougie is a great way to describe somebody. But it doesn't have to be in a negative way. It could be like, ooh, I'm so bougie this weekend. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna stay at the Marriott. I'm so bougie. All right, this next one for number 17 is flaky. So if somebody is flaky, it basically means that they are very indecisive. Maybe you make plans to go on a vacation as a big group, but then one person says, yeah, and then they're like, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna go. Being so indecisive like that, it kind of means flaky. So maybe they say, oh yeah, I'll go, but then they bail. It means that, oh, maybe they have a flaky personality. So it could be a word that you use like to really describe a person. So they are flaky. So don't trust them. They are flaky. We can never make plans with them. All right, 18 is snack. So when you refer to somebody as a snack, it kind of means that that person is attractive. Like it could be for any gender. That man's a snack, that woman's a snack. It means that they are attractive. But this is, again, something that is more commonly used in younger generations, but it is commonly used. So snack. 19, salty. If you are salty towards somebody, it kind of means that you have like a really bad attitude. A lot of times it can be out of jealousy, like, oh, they are salty that they couldn't go to Vegas this weekend with everybody else. Or they are salty because they wish they were this person. Like that could be a way to use it, but salty really just means like having a really bad behavior towards something or someone. All right, our last one for number 20 is kind of a double. So we have blue collar and white collar. So these are referring to the type of work that a person does. So if somebody is a blue collar worker, that means that they are more hands-on. Maybe they are mechanics, maybe they're in some kind of labor work, construction, like anything like that. That is blue collar. And in turn, white collar means like corporations, like somebody who works in an office, kind of like in a financial district, like that's very white collar, anybody who is part of a corporation. And so that's sometimes what you would hear in like Canada, for example. We would say, oh yeah, Edmonton is a very blue collar city, meaning that a lot of people, most of the people there work in very hands-on jobs. Whereas maybe I would say Toronto is a very white collar city because lots of people work in corporations there. All right, so if you made it to the end of this video and if you're eager to learn more, again, please make sure to like and subscribe to this video or to this channel. And if you are wanting to know all about how to speak fast like an native English speaker, be sure to watch this video coming up next. All right, I'll see you next time. Hi everyone, my name is Dawn, and today we're going to talk about how to speak fast and understand native English speakers. So if you